Hello, I'm Silent Death, and welcome to the 11th episode of the comprehensive Ferram Aerospace Research tutorial. In this episode, we'll be doing another case study. If you play the game long enough, you will eventually come across a contract that has you going, you want me to land where? Whether it's the middle of the ocean or on the side of a mountain, you're going to need a different approach to complete the contract. For that, we are going to attempt to build a vertical takeoff and a landing craft. So we have our standard Mark II cockpit, a couple of short cargo bays. We'll put one here. Then we need to go to the structural thing. Take a cubic octagonal strut, make sure angle snap is off. Plop that right in the middle. And then we'll take an engine. And we'll connect it right on that strut, giving us this little arrangement. And then we'll turn it upside down and have two of those. In the middle, we're going to want most of our fuel. So we have a monoprop, a liquid of fuel, and then a rocket of fuel. Then another engine. Our tail section is similar to craft that we've designed before. We have the liquid of fuel adapter and then just a tail connector. A set of delta wings that have already been adjusted for the appropriate width for this length of cargo bay. So they are 2.5 meter width with a 10.375 meter root. And we do want to get rid of the trailing edge. That puts our center of lift just behind our center of mass. We, however, want our center of mass to be a dead center between these two. That means a dead center in this section. We can adjust that by adjusting the amount of fuel in here. Currently it doesn't have any. And we also could adjust that by adding on some engines. I think we'll go with something fairly standard in terms of engines. We'll stick with the turbojet engine. I don't think we're going to be going very high. And we'll want one of these. And at least one shock cone intake. Do that there. That there. And that there. Okay, so that is going to cause a little bit of issues with the weight. Putting our center of mass a little bit too far back. And we haven't even gotten it all the way back. What if we move this forward a little bit? That messes with our center of lift. What if we take out all the fuel of these? Doesn't help a great deal, it does help some, but mostly it's this, it looks like. Okay. We could move this. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Is that really what I wanted to do? I think I messed that up. If we move the other one. That does not really help. That'll move it even further back. There, that's about right. It's not perfect, but we may be able to come from there and get something that works by adjusting the position of our engines in here and a few other things. It's at least closer. Maybe if I swap these two. Let's see what that looks like. That's confusing. That has to be way back there. And let's see, that's a cargo bay, and that's a cargo bay. And do these still have fuel? They do. So again, close, but not perfect. We'll see if we can make that work. We may actually want to change these two out to be one of the long ones and just stick two inside of it and have them adjusted that way. But one thing at a time. Get our tail section taken care of. Again, going to have to make sure that we're not in the way of these things. So a length of probably like that, no trailing edge, and root to width. Like that, tip, and offset tip. And that looks like about right. Okay, that's very wrong. Go surface bottom and standard length with the tip. We'll probably do something that can be a Mach 4 capable at 25 kilometers and then just see how that looks. So all kinds of issues. We need dihedral, we don't have any pitch controls, and we don't have enough lift. I expected the pitch thing. I did not really expect the other thing, but we can bump these out a meter. Then it helps with that too. can add in some nards. Drop those down to a length of wing, a width there, a width there, edge leading, biconvex, and hopefully our other control surfaces will move things back a little bit further. We'll wait to adjust those. We'll put these on first, I think. Not sure if they can get much smaller. There's the offset. Mine. Right, a little bit maybe? Or should I try that? I guess that might have to do. We can offset this part. And that part. And I actually might want to, yes, so that they even out perfectly. That helps with our center of lift stuff. Tail section. Still have not figured out how to do that. Okay, how tall are you? 1.75. Actually, bottom material standard. There that goes. Now then, that's moved back perfectly, and we haven't even put on the other control surfaces yet. So that's probably 2 meters. Looks about right. Then thickness of the tip. That looks good to me. And of course, we did not have symmetry on. Because why would we do that? Even better, even better. Okay, we do need a little bit more intake. But our center of mass is almost perfect, so we don't want to screw that up too much. We'll try to keep the weight down there. Try to stick with stock parts, I guess. So we need how much more? Oh, crap. I don't want those to have intakes. So we're at 2. So we're at about 0.2. So that means we need 4 more. We'll hope that that's about right. And of course, I need to line all these up or they will annoy me to no end. At least get them close to lined up. That's about as good as we're going to get. Might could put one more pair. There, that did not do much bad things to the center of lift mass stuff. Now then, we will turn down these engines, auto arrange those, and we'll have to come back and manually arrange them so that they're right, but one thing at a time. Let's do this. Engines. We apparently have a great deal of torque. And we'll do gimballing. Pitch. Other pitch. Okay, let's turn off that then. And we are on the average center of mass. I would actually like you on the center of mass. Okay, that's better. Now then, we have to somehow click on this. Don't really want it sticking out like that. Okay, it's not. It's just looks like it is. Now, does this help or hurt? Now it's sticking out. Go down. Okay, that's just all kinds of annoying. Do that. Maybe I need to place this manually then. Torque. 3. 2. That's about as good as we're going to get. And now then, the center of mass is very, very little, so hopefully that doesn't mess things up too much. When we burn some fuel, we'll have to make sure that everybody is balanced. Yes, we want that open. You balance. You don't have any fuel, which is good. You all balance. Y'all have any fuel? No, and I'm not going to change the mass strength because we've already got things lined up perfectly, and I'm lazy. Now we just have the landing gear, which is going to have to go way back here, I guess. Could put it right there, but that would be kind of in the way, so way back there. And then some up front, and then I will manually arrange the engines, and also want a current component. We're just going to cram that in one of these. Okay, that did not... That wasn't what I thought I was clicking on. Right there. Better. Yep, so air intakes, gear, other stuff. Be right back. Okay, so we've added a whole bunch of RCS and runner thrusters. Some there, some there. Some even on the tips of the wings, underneath that section, and on top there, and some more RCS. We've also added some parachutes and air brakes, as we normally like to do, and some hotkeys to toggle the burners off and to toggle the couple sets of engines. I believe that's everything. So let's crank on the SAS. The bay doors, which is, I don't remember. Okay, that's not the bay doors. There we go. So let's do it this way. Okay, things are all messed up now. Of course they are. Shouldn't have put those two in the same action group, I don't think. Alright, I know what I can do. We can manually close these. There we go. Perhaps these shouldn't start spooling up. Oh, because I have the thrust limiter still set. Well, that's a problem. Okay, what is our thrust to weight? Is climbing. And we'll tap on the RCS. We'll start angling ourselves forward a little bit. Go ahead and raise the gear. Turn on the other sets of engines. And then let's see if we can't remember how to do this. There we go. And now we're flying. So takeoff is of course always the easy part. We can turn off the brakes. That would be a good idea. Turn off the RCS, not wasting all that. We are of course very maneuverable. I have forgotten to adjust the control surfaces. That might be a problem later, but hopefully not. I'm going to go see if we can't land somewhere over on those mountains. Seems like a good test. No, actually, I'm going to go fix the control surfaces, and then we'll go see if we can't land on those mountains. Alright, we're going to try to land on this mountain over here. Let's shut down these engines. Switch to our other engines. Why are those not showing up here? Telling us how much thrust we have, but not our thrust to weight. Thrust to weight is wrong there too. We need to dip down a little bit, then pull up hard vertically. Turn on RCS for that. Kill our horizontal speed that way. Those are messed up. Close. Close. And then switch them on again. Pulling up. Pulling up faster. Get close to the mountain. Bill's a little bit freaked out by that. Jeb is, of course, having the time of his life. Let's go a little bit this way. Can't really see our prograde marker. Okay, that's a little bit fast. try about 2/3 thrust and see if that'll still have us lifting. Seem to be going backwards. Okay, we're starting to drop now. Vertical speed is picking up. Gear would be good. Some brakes would be good too. About to start falling. Falling a little bit faster than I'd like. Let's use RCS to help with that. Almost. Slow us down a little bit more. And then shut down the engine. And we made it. All right. We have successfully landed in our hard terrain. One more thing to check is how it does at high altitude and high speed. So let's save and take off from here. All right, up we go. Switch to this. Gear, brakes, main engines. Ooh, I think I just messed something up there. What did I click on? Turn off those engines, maybe? Okay, there we go. We can afford to fall a little bit. Yeah, we're already getting lift now. Perfectly in control. I don't know what that was. I must have pressed the wrong button or something. I don't know. Turn off RCS. I think we're going to be fine now. So let's climb for a little bit, and I will be back once we get high and fast. It looks like it is stable at about 28 kilometers and Mach 4.2-ish. No problems with stability and climbing, even with RCS off and all that. Climbed like a rocket. It does need some angle of attack adjustments in the tail section and canards to help SAS maintain the pitch. That's something easily fixed. That is going to be it for this episode and this series. If you want to see more space planes by me, you can check out my Science Harder campaign, Let's Play series of Kerbal Space Program. Like if you like, subscribe if you're not, leave a comment if you have any questions, and I will do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.